Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-April 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and get into it. Column number 1 here, we're going to take a look at what is coming for the remainder of April, so any big messages for you. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at anything related to money. Column number 3, we're going to take a look at anything related to love. And our 4th and final column over here, we're going to do a message for future self or spirit guides, almost like a summary affirmation card. Almost like advice for the remainder of April. But okay, let's get into it, Capricorn. Again, column number 1 to kick us off, what's coming for the remainder of the month. We have the summary affirmation card of shift. This feels really, really good. I feel like this is going to be a really positive shift of energy for you. But pretty literal card. It means there's a shift, there's a change, just kind of a shift of energy. But it's like the change you've been waiting for. I feel like things are going to break loose, perhaps. Things are going to get a little bit easier here. But let's see what other messages I can give you here. First, we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is always favorable for you, Capricorn, so love to see that. Love those kind of favorable cards. Again, I feel like this shift that's coming, this change that's coming is really a good one for you. This is also like having an aha moment, finding out clarity. I do think there's possibility for you to be finding out information here, definitely just looking at our next card as well. There's almost like an aha moment that comes with this change, this shift here. But again, very favorable for you. Card number 2 here, we have the Page of Swords. This is a card with a couple different meanings, but one of them is definitely finding out truth. So I see we're getting some sort of information. We're finding some truth out this month, which is great to see. At the bottom, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed restrictions. I just feel like we've been waiting for this. We've been kind of stuck. We haven't had a lot of flexibility until this point. So, like to see that. We've been kind of like on lockdown. Haven't been able to do much. Haven't been able to move around much. Taking a look at our clarifiers. First up, we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card of worry, stress. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling really stressed out, again, this is a positive shift. These are some of the feelings that we get to shift away from and move away from. So again, things are almost like breaking loose. They're getting easier. So love to see that. The next card we have is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card with a ton of different things going on. We're really busy. We just have had a lot. We're juggling a lot of things. You see there's something different happening in each of these cups. These are all the different things we've had to deal with. So I like moving away from that stress, that worry. I feel like this is more options too. I'm hearing more options with the Seven of Cups. At the bottom, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is a card of kind of like waiting it out. I feel like we did a good job waiting it out. We've been waiting for this kind of break loose, for this shift, for things to get better. This is also a card of enjoyment. So I like to see this enjoyment after we've had some kind of like hard, struggly, more challenging type cards there. Okay, moving on now to our next column is anything related to money. So quick money message here for you. It says, whether you receive money with a frown or a smile, it doesn't change the value of it. However, the energy you hold during the time you spend with money can determine what it can do for you. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here, Capricorn. First up, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a communication card. This is a very honest card. And I feel like we need to make sure that we carry that forward this month. So be keeping communication top of mind. Be very direct in the things that you say. If you disagree with something or you don't have the capacity to take something on, definitely make sure we're communicating in that manner with the Queen of Swords. So communication and honesty is really important there. The next card that we have is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a very generous card. It's kind of like give and take type energy. But again, I feel like we can't just give. We can't just take. So if we're overwhelmed or we have too much on our plate, we definitely need to make sure that we communicate that here, Capricorn, as we go into the month of April. So that's going to be really, really important. But it's like we're finding that perfect balance. And if things are out of that balance, we need to make sure that we communicate that things aren't quite the way they should be, right? Just gonna adjust the camera a tiny bit, sorry. Okay, and at the bottom we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is very studious, very hardworking. I do feel like we're gonna have a busy next few weeks. So again, that's why like if we have too much on our plate, we can't take something else on, we need help with something, it'll be really important to communicate that. But I do see you kind of like nose to the grindstone, putting in the hard work these next few weeks. Taking a look at our clarifiers now. First up, we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of leaving a legacy. It's long-term, it's future-focused. I like the energy here because I feel like we're on a good path. Again, I do think we'll be busy. We'll be working pretty hard these next few weeks. But generally speaking, I feel like you're heading in the right direction. We're in a good position. I think you've made some really good choices recently, which is great to see. The next card we have is the Six of Wands. This is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. All of this hard work is going to lead to some wins. It's going to lead to some success. So this is really, really nice to see here. And at the bottom we have the Four of Wands, another kind of victory, award, winning type card. You see this finish line here. So this is like crossing the finish line, getting things done. So I love to see that with the Four of Wands. So again, all the hard work is going to pay off. I feel like we're going to be really successful. We're going to get a lot of things done this month, which is nice to see. Moving on to our next column now, let's talk about anything related to love. So a quick love message for you. It says freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love. First up, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a very traditional, very conventional card. This is a good card for relationships. It's very domestic. So if we're in a relationship, I think this is a really good sign for you. If you're hoping to enter into a relationship, this is a good card for you as well with the Hierophant. Yeah, so I like this in terms of relationship. Pretty strong card to kick us off here. The next card we have is the Tower card. The Tower card is kind of those tower moments. It's maybe unwanted change or something unexpected. I always tell people you plan for A, B, C, but you end up getting D, E, F instead. So things kind of go as unplanned. Things kind of go as unexpected. Maybe you weren't really looking to enter into a relationship and one just kind of came about. The Hierophant's also a card of expectations though, so it's like I feel like this is better than we expected it to be. But I do feel like there's potential for something to not go as planned, but again, still looking really good. At the bottom, we have the Ten of Pentacles. We were just talking about this. This is a nice long-term stable card. It's leaving a legacy. There could be somebody in your family that's retiring, or there's kind of like some lump sum of money, but it's connected to family here potentially. But I do feel like this relationship's here to stay. I feel like it looks strong, it looks healthy. It's again that kind of long-term energy that we see with something like the Ten of Pentacles. Let's take a look at our clarifiers though. First up, we have the Death card. For those that don't know, I always like to mention the Death card does not actually mean death, but it does indicate some sort of change, some sort of transformation. So again, I feel like we're entering into this relationship, we're taking the next step in this relationship. Something is advancing, something is growing here, but there's some change coming for you. Again, I feel like that change is unexpected. Although unexpected, with the Nine of Cups, this has a meaning of like literal wishes coming true, dreams coming true. So I feel like the Tower always takes us where we need to go, even if it's unplanned, even though if we don't think it's what we wanted. So exceeding expectations, wishes coming true, those are nice cards to have. Nice long-term card here at the bottom too, Capricorn. Next up, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of speed, action, quick change. Again, there's some sort of shift, there's some sort of change. I feel like for some of you, we're entering into a relationship. Maybe your relationship is advancing, but definitely some change. A few cards pointing to that there. Now let's take a look at our fourth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. Almost like summary affirmation, or almost like advice for the month of April, the remainder of April here. We have the card perception. So I think your view, your understanding, your perception of something is going to change. But let's see what messages I can give you here. Sorry. All right, so first up we have the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana. It's fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. This is interesting. I feel like I haven't seen the Fool card in forever. But we do have some sort of new beginning here, some sort of new opportunity. But it's almost like I'm hearing it's something you said you would never do. Like your perception, your idea, your concept of this has changed. But it's like I'm hearing like it's something you swore you would never do it. But I really like the new opportunity. The Fool card's always a good indicator. The next card we have is the Devil card. This can be a card of overdoing something. I feel like you're going to try and do too much too fast, so just be cautious of that. Definitely go after this new opportunity. I just think, again, you're going to try and move faster than it's ready for. We have the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom, which is a card of like patience, delay. So definitely pursue this new opportunity. Go after this new thing, even though you swore you never would. You just aren't going to be able to do it as fast as you would like. So be patient and let things kind of come together, come to fruition here. Let's take a look at our clarifiers. First up, we have the Nine of Wands. This is like a card of boundaries. Again, it's like something you said you were never going to do, but our perception of it's changed. We're going for it now. This is a persistence card too, so stay really consistent, stay persistent with this new beginning. But again, it's going to be a little bit slower of a pace than you would like it to be. Our next card is the Four of Cups. We've definitely surprised ourselves with that fourth cup here that we're going for this. We are a little bit disappointed it's not going that fast. We just need to like give it time to come to fruition. We need to give it time to wind up here. At the bottom we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is a card of luxury, self-sufficiency. I feel like you're gaining what you want from this. You're getting what you want. We just, again, need to give it a little bit of time to work through here. All right, Capricorn, at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of it. But question number 1, we have the King of Spades, number 47 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the Two of Hearts, number 19 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the Nine of Hearts, number 16 card. That's going to be a yes. So 3 yeses across the board there for you, Capricorn. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Notes deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of April. We have Period, which is good for tolerance, allows for mistakes. It's good for self-worth, keeps you open-minded, and keeps you authentic. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your Healing Note says, you are filled with healing love. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for tuning in, watching, and listening. And please like, comment, share, subscribe, follow. All of those help me greatly as I'm trying to grow my channel. Also, when you subscribe, you'll be notified when I post new content. I did also include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Capricorn, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your April.